What's the best way of cooking steak? Is it on a cast iron or directly on the flames? Well, we're gonna find out today. This is the size you want, and we're gonna cook them in two different ways, in the cast iron and directly on the grill. Because we always wonder, what's the best way of cooking it? I personally think the cast iron is gonna give that extra flavor because you're gonna use the fat. And Luca, what do you think?
Grill.
And my cameraman Luca thinks it's the grill because he reckons it's gonna be a nice drier crust. So rather than keep guessing, let's just find out through an empirical scientific experiment. So we've got our fire, which is nice and warm. We've been heating up the grill, so we're gonna remove it now. On the side for 1 second, and we gotta make the coal. How to make the coal? Well, I'll show you. First of all, you gotta strip. Then you gotta dress up again. Because it's pretty cold, right? Glove, check. Dirty apron. And you might think I'm exaggerating here, but trust me, inside this oven, and what I'm about to do is gonna get hot and steamy, my friends. So we've been building up the fire for about a couple of hours. We got a nice hot coal. Gonna break up the last few bits. Now we take it and we're gonna make our bed. Making your own coal, totally different ball game. The flavor is amazing because we're using olive bark. Well, olive wood, really. Our grill goes here, and our cast iron, we need to bring it to temperature, so we're gonna put it here. Side by side, two best friends, let's see who makes the best steak. In order to make this experiment consistent, the only thing we did to these ribeyes is dry brine, which Ines is
Salt.
salt. Only thing we do is we put salt, we kept it for a few hours, the salt takes the moisture out, then brings back the moisture in, and we are salting this steak like that, and it's making it nice and tender. So it's perfect, nothing weird to it, so we're gonna taste the real flavor. Here everything is pretty hot. You may have noticed that sausages have joined the party because there's no barbecue if you don't have sausages, so here they are, keeping us company on the side. I'll be turning them from time to time. So we're gonna cook them in the same way. I think it's gonna take about 18-20 minutes to get to the right temperature. We're gonna take them out at 40 degrees. We're gonna cover them up. Temperature will probably go into 45, 47, and that's gonna be medium rare, which is how we want to eat them. We're gonna use one of these thermometers, so we are gonna be super consistent in the way we're gonna be doing the cooking. Right in the center, and right in the center of the other one as well. Fat side down first, because we wanna render this. And the bone against the fire, so it's gonna protect the meat. 4 minutes on the fat, then we turn it. Also this guy. Look at this. All the fat has rendered into the cast iron, and we're gonna use the fat to flavor the meat. And I find 4 minutes on each side is the perfect balance to get a great crust and to get enough time for the meat to start cooking. 4 minutes, and this gets another turn. Let's check the crust here. Lighter. I think I'm gonna take this off because we're not really getting consistent. And you can see here the difference. Here, the crust is forming because the fat rendered down is acting like an agent for frying. While here, the fat is just dripping down into the coals. It's time to put them vertically, and vertically is very important because what happens is that the bone is going to act like a transmitter.
Transmitting.
The bone is going to carry the heat and it's going to warm up all the inside the most wonderful way. Interestingly, in the skillet, even though the steak is a little bit thicker than the other one, is actually warming up a lot faster than the one directly into the grill. 40 degrees, decent sear, and this is gonna rest 10-15 minutes. So this is the one we grilled directly on the fire. It looks fantastically juicy. It's got a lovely crust, feels and smells amazing. Number two, Iron Skillet. I'm surprised I was expecting more of a crust to be formed on this one, but the reality is that Italian meats actually don't have that much fat, so we didn't really render a lot of fat into the pan. And I think it's only fair to be able to taste the same piece in both steaks. I'd say cooked to perfection, but let's give this a taste and let's decide once and for all what is the best way of cooking this. On the grill or on the skillet? Grill first. On the skillet, it doesn't have that kind of crunch that we managed to get on the grill. But I think we got a bit unlucky with the fat content and the way of the sloping of the cast iron. But in terms of tenderness, cast iron, wow, super tender. Anyway, this is our review. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you find it useful. Let me know which one you prefer and whatever you prefer.